Again on the keys. I don't know what time it is. What time is it actually? Almost 10 o'clock. And we back again. And y'all can see what my subject says, how to get dope on the keyboard. And I'm not talking about smoking no dope. Some people be getting the terminology all twisted up. But how to get dope on the keyboard. It's just a terminology of saying how to get good um, and better and how to improve your skill level and how to do it. That's what this is about. It's not about getting dope and smoking no dope. But it's just a saying that we have come up with over the years how to get dope on the keyboard. I said this a long time ago and someone a person commented back, but it wasn't an argument or nothing like that. It was just more of I don't smoke dope. I don't do dope. Nobody said you did dope. Nobody said you smoke dope or do dope or drink dope or whatever it is. Um, it's just a slang language um, that we use sometimes to say, hey man, how to get good or bad. Even when I hear people say, oh man, he's a bad musician, and I can interpret that in one way. If someone say he's a bad musician, that means he sounds terrible. He's the baddest musician in the Bay. He's the baddest musician in the world. It's like my interpretation. If someone says that to me, hey man, bruh, you better go over there and check out Kevin. Kevin, I'm gonna make up a name, a last name or something like that, but Kevin Project, man, cause Kevin Project, bro, man, that dude, man, he is the baddest musician in the world. And I'm like, I may interpret that as, man, he that bad? Like bad, like horrible bad? No, we use different terminologies, wordings to say who's the baddest musician, who's the dopest musician, um, who's the off the hook musician, um, who's the best heavyweight. And when I'm thinking heavyweight, I'm thinking like, man, he in the ring, he in a wrestling ring with somebody. Like, man, there's a bunch of heavyweight musicians out there. And I'm like, heavyweight? You mean like they fat or something? Like they eating a whole bunch of hamburgers or something? Cheeseburgers and man, okay, all right. I guess every musician out there is heavyweight. I guess heavyweight musicians. I guess all these musicians out there they weigh 200, 300, 400, 500 pounds. Is that what you mean? Yeah, man. All these musicians they heavy. Man, if you want to play like the heavyweight musicians, you gotta start eating some fat foods, man, and get some heavyweight on you. Get some weight on you. I'm a little dude, y'all. What y'all trying to say? I'm a little dude. I gotta get big like the rest of the big dudes out there. All right, just being comical, but that's sometimes people take things like over the top. Like what? Yeah. So how to get dope on the keyboard? How to get bad on the keyboard? How to be the baddest keyboard on the planet? How to be raw? Okay. Raw like raw meat. These people be coming up with stuff, be like, man, I ain't never heard nothing like that before, man. I'm from the old school, man. It's either you sound nice or you sound terrible. Man, he sound nice on that organ, man. He made that organ talk. She sounded nice on that organ, or she sounded nice on that piano, but it's either you sound nice or you sound horrible. Terrible, horrible. But now, we use different terminology, man. But I don't know, some people be out there just they be on one. And when I say that, I've had conversations with people who be they be on a they be on it. They be like, bro, we are not to be talking about this type of stuff. I know there's another word I've heard, but I would not use it ever. But like I said, it's either you bad, you dope, you off the hook, you off the chain. Okay, so if you're off the chain, then so you done went to prison or something, and then took the chains off your legs and off your hands. All right, okay, this stuff like that. Somebody might say, man, that's just stupid stuff. But I mean, it's just the way we might perceive things from a musician terminology. Man, that dude, he killing. Oh man, who he killing? Who he over there 187 on? He doing a 187 on somebody? He killing over there, boy. He killing. Blazing. Okay, blazing. That might not be his bad, but blazing. Okay, what you blazing on? What he blazing on? We have all these words that we use. Man, I heard so and so over there blazing on that keyboard. Of course, laying it down. Okay, well, who he laying down on? It's we be coming up with different wordings, but yeah. But it's the contents behind the madness. It's just what's the content behind the madness? What do we actually really mean? But so some of these people out here who listen, if you OG, super OG, and you way back in the 90s, way back in the 70s and the 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, you don't understand the terminology of because some stuff I hear my grandson and other younger generations saying, and I'll be like, what? I'm like, what y'all saying? I don't know some of these new stuff that the people be saying, but sometimes I have to find myself asking, hey, what is it took me a long time. I know this. It took me a long time to figure out the. All right. Sometimes when I watch stuff, I see something that says WT F or something like that. What does WTF mean? All right. Some of y'all already know what it means. Don't even put it on the screen. I'm like, hey, what? Somebody might ask me a question in my inbox or something, or just write something and type up something, and I'm like, I'm reading what they're saying, but then they get to a point like, what WTH or WT something F or whatever, and I'm like, what is that stand for? And then if I keep reading like a few more parts of that, then I'll be like, okay, I know what they're trying to say without saying the actual words. But yeah, what the? I used to get on my grandson because I'll be like, bro, don't say that, because it sounds like the next word you about to say is that F word and the other word. I was like, don't do that. What the? What the? Don't do that, because it sounds like you about to start saying a cuss word. A cuss word. You about to sound like you about to say a cuss word. Yeah, it took me a minute to learn some of these little things, but anyway, musical wise, yeah, you might hear people say, "Man, he sounded raw." You might sound dope. He might sound, or she or he might sound, off the hook. All right, different terminology. So yeah, you're gonna hear these words. There's one word I really don't like. I've heard it. I don't hear it. I'll probably just say this. I don't hear this from everybody, but there's certain people who say these words, and in my opinion, I wouldn't say it, because one, if there is a female on the block, it wouldn't sound appropriate. I've heard it at a church one time. I'm not gonna say who was saying it, but I heard a musician saying it, and there were females that were at the church. They weren't musicians, but they were just at the church, and that I was at, and the musician was saying it. I understood it between us as musicians individually, what the terminology, what he was trying to say, but it don't sound right. it don't sound right. It just, when I say, because of the setting. Now we was at the, if we was like in the setting, like, um in the studio or something like that, where there's no females around whatsoever, then then I get it. But you in a setting where there's females, I feel that that word is inappropriate and disrespectful, because of the way it is worded, or I would say, even if it was worded innocently, I just say it like that. So it could be just worded innocently, but if a female hears the word come out of your mouth, then they have a right to say, "What are you saying?" And then you better pretty much explain that. But then if you are not going to explain it, then that female would take offense to it, because it is offensive if you saying it that way, even if it's innocently done. But I say this to say, I would never say it at all. Period. In fact, matter of fact, I wouldn't even want to put it even in my heart, actually, because at the end of the day, you'll end up saying it somewhere where you might be around some important people, and that word may come out because it's embedded in your spirit. So, how to get dope, how to sound dope, how to, there's certain words as us musicians we shouldn't say. And I'll just say this one word should be prohibited. It should not come out of our mouths, especially when you're around a female, because it is offensive. But I'm going to tell you what I heard been said by musicians, and it was addressed by a female when she heard it. Now, us musicians, we heard it, we laughed, it was funny for that moment, and I would never forget it for the rest of my decade. It would always be pondered in my mind. But it was only funny at the moment with us as a group of musicians together. But then when the person kept saying it so many times until a female came walking by, a few few females walked by, and the musician kept saying it. And we also did tell the musician, "Yo, this is funny, but yo, like, cut it for a second, because it is offensive. It might be funny to us because we understand what that means, what you're saying, but to somebody else who's a non-musician, or even if they are a female and they happens to be a musician as well, we'll drop that in there so I can say it that way. But if the female comes and say, "Hey, yo, what are you saying?" and you don't have a good enough explanation behind it, and they don't understand where you coming from, they're gonna take offense to it because it's offensive. It's an offensive way of saying it. So y'all probably say, "What is it that he said? Come on, Bishop Drayson Clark, aka Andre. What did the musician say?" Okay. So yes, I wouldn't dare say that anywhere on the planet around any females or male, because either way it could be offensive to also a male figure too as well, us brothers and sisters or whatever, either way. But here's my thing, I would say I would never say, and I hear it, I've seen it, I've seen it online, I've seen it in person for the first time ever back in the day, but now I have heard, and I've also seen it online where somebody written it down in their thing. But yes, so the word is WET. Man, he sound wet. That don't sound good to a female if she hears you saying that. It's offensive, yes. If a woman hear you saying that, as a musician, that is inappropriate. Inappropriate behavior. You shouldn't be doing that nowhere ever, unless you amongst the people you are in your circle. I was put it like that. If it's in your circle, I get it. All right. Now, y'all only heard me say it once, and I would never say it again after this. But unless otherwise, uh, I'm drinking my drink and I spilled it on myself, I'm still not gonna say that word. I'll be like, oh crap, I done got some juice on me, so let me go change my clothes. Yes, that will be inappropriate. I believe the only time that word should ever be used, if I ever have to use that word, it will be only within its proper content. Like, it will be only be used for the proper moment. All right, but for sure, I would never use that as a terminology for music. All right, so I said the word once, and you will never hear me say it ever again. But I just say to musicians out there, some people, be careful for what you say, around whom you say it to. You don't want to say that around a female's ears, because that is offensive. Is disrespectful, right? It's disrespectful. You are like disrespecting a female, whether she a musician or not. I don't care how good a musician sound on that organ, on that keyboard, on that bass, on the drums. Do not. Alright. Now I can't tell y'all what to do, because y'all grown. Y'all some grown folk out there. I'm just saying, from a musician to musician, or from friend to friend, if y'all my friends. Don't use that word. Don't even put it on your social media platform, because it make you look a certain way. All right. It takes away what I would say. It's gonna take away the character that you possess as yourself. I would want nobody looking at me saying, this dude over here talking about this musician over there sounding the W word. That's just inappropriate. Now blazing, that's fine. Killing, that's okay. Dope, that's okay. All right. The heavyweight musician on the keyboard organ, that's all right. He sound raw, that's okay. I'm not sure if any other words that I can think of at the moment, but that other word, that W word, inappropriate. Unless you with your circle and there's no females around in your inner circle, then you can do and say what you want to say. But when you out in public somewhere at a church or a gig or whatever you doing, that word is not appropriate at all, whatsoever. In church, out of church, you should carry yourself respectfully. So when people see you, they're gonna know, okay, all right, he or she's very respectable about herself and others' feelings, because at the end of the day, you're not out there to try to offend somebody in any type of way, shape, or form, or fashion. And like I said, y'all all grown, we grown, I'm grown, we adults, but there are words that we shouldn't say unless you in your own circle. If you're in your own circle, that's okay. But you out of your circle, control your lips, your tongue, because that word is not appropriate. And the thing about it wasn't just any woman who just heard this. It was the pastor's wife at the church I was at heard it, and she was offended by that. And of course, she addressed it, but she didn't really want to go that far by going to her husband and say, "Hey, yo, your musicians is saying some stuff that's inappropriate." You know what I'm saying? She wanted to resolve the issue right there. Hey, listen, this please work on that. Just don't say that word. And this musician just kept saying it over and over and over. And like I said in the beginning, amongst us at the time, it was funny. But when the woman walked by and heard it, and he kept saying it, and we was like, dude, cut it. And then another lady come by, he kept saying it, and we was like, dude, chill, bro. Chill. He laughing and he thought it was funny, but listen, y'all, that ain't funny. That word that you may use is inappropriate, is disrespectful for our females out there, and males if you want to go that route too. Because it just sounds nasty when you say it, right? It's the way you putting it and the way you wording it. But don't use that word. Don't use that word unless you're going to do that in your own inner circle. And again, I'm not here to tell nobody what to do because we all grown. But this, if you want to keep a good reputation for yourself, now if you just don't care about your reputation, you don't care about your character in life, because sooner or later down the road it's gonna catch up to you one way or another. But that can ruin your character. That can ruin your it can do some damage to you at some point in life. So there's some stuff, just don't say it. Now I probably wouldn't say the word killing in front of the police. Yeah, man, my boy was over there killing something. Nah, it depends on where you at and who you around. All right, let's get at it. How to sound dope. Or how to get dope. Or how to sound dope. How to get dope. It's only about one way to do it. And one way to do it is basically listening, learning, and play. Listening, learning, and play. It's that simple. Listen, learn the material, all right, and play it. Technically, it could be just two. Listen and play. Listen and play. Listen and play. It's not the other way around. Play and listen. It's listen and play. Now, I guess I'll probably throw the third part on there. 1, 2, 3. Now it depends on who you listening to. Alright? Alright, so yes. Who you listening to, right? And then play. Because it's really all about is who you listening to. Not all of us can, and when I say this, not all of us on this planet can actually be creative on our own at first. Because the possibility is we don't know everything. I didn't know everything. I still don't know everything. But I can learn over time. That's why I say listen. Alright? We might say listen, practice, or whatever, and then play. It's all in the same thing here. But listen. But listening to somebody play better than you. That's the key. Listening to somebody that can do better than you. Alright? And then you start listening to what they doing. And you try to figure out who they listening to. You trying to find out who that person was listening to. And on and on and on. Before you know it, you might have 10 different people that you can go pow, 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 and you end up learning from 10 different people who may have, they all listen to somebody. Every musician had to listen to somebody to be able to develop their own skills or abilities to do things. And I remember suffering for years before I had the organ and before I even had the keyboard. Had to go down to the church, try to figure out how to practice and all this type of stuff. But it was difficult because how you gonna practice something? I know I can sit here and listen to stuff all day. But that don't mean I'm gonna learn what I'm listening to. I can sit here and pop something on right now and listen to it. But that don't mean I'm gonna sit here and learn it because I don't have the proper instrument, or I don't have an instrument, period, to be able to learn or sit and practice on whatever it is that I need to learn, basically. So that crutch went for years and years and years. So I said, okay, what do I need to do? go get this, go get that, go get this, go get that, go get this, and go get that. I didn't always have an organ. I didn't always have a keyboard. I didn't always have the module. I didn't always have this, that, and the other. It took me years to get all this stuff, right? And I had to work. If a man don't work, he don't eat. All right. If you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't have a job, how you gonna feed yourself or your family? So I had to work, right? And try to save up a couple pennies here, as my wife says, save up a couple pennies here, near, there. And then once I started doing that process, then I started inquiring, like, okay, how much is the keyboard gonna cost me? How much is the organ gonna cost me? How much is this gonna cost me? How much this is gonna cost me? And then I started working toward that cost. One at a time, obviously. One at a time, right? All right, one thing at a time. Drums, keyboard, organ, whatever. Anything that the church got at the church, I got it here in my house. Okay, so I had to work on stuff one at a time. Thing about it is, you got to start somewhere. If you don't start nowhere, I've heard people say, "Oh man, I really wish I had an organ." I said the same thing when I was struggling. "Oh man, I really wish I had a keyboard." Oh, I did the same thing struggling, but I figured it out. I figured it out in between my mortgage, in between my car notes, in between this bill, that bill, this bill, that bill, this bill, that bill, this bill. And I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. Told the wife, hey, yo, listen, if I'm going to get better on the organ, on the keyboard, or in this instrument, I got to sacrifice and do some stuff. Yes, sacrifice. And I did a whole lot of sacrificing. And believe me, a lot. That's probably what got me sick, almost unto death, so to speak. Yeah. So yeah, I had to sacrifice. Stop watching TV. Work some overtime when I didn't want to. Different things, right? I end up, don't do what I did. All of that stuff I might have did. Some of y'all might not work for everybody, but I'm just saying. But I had to stop playing at the church for a minute. Here's one thing I learned: if I am not what the church wants, all right, this is how I look at it. If I'm a hindrance to the ministry, I'd rather back up. Back up. Ain't nothing wrong with stopping for a minute. Back up. Stop playing. Go get it together. Come back. As Kevin Conley would say, ain't nothing wrong with starting all over. Right? Ain't nothing wrong with starting all over. It is what it is. I had to stop. Church didn't understand that. They were not happy. But I was like, but at the same time, y'all complaining. Oh, man, we need you to come and play for the choir. We need us to have a choir. We need to have a praise and worship team. You got to follow me when I go somewhere to preach or whatever. You got to know how to do all this stuff. You got to play all this praise and worship stuff. You gotta know how to play all this stuff. I told y'all before I got started. I will tell people in a heartbeat. I don't hold back. Listen, I'm not there at that point yet. I'm here to try to do what I can, but I'm telling you right now, from the gate, I tell people from the gate. So now if you decide you want to ask me to still do it anyways, I done told y'all already. Listen, I ain't got no keyboard. I ain't got no organ. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. How y'all expect me to advance my plan to the next level? How y'all expect, not just that, but how y'all expect me to be at a certain level that y'all expected me to be at when I had already told y'all from the gate? Ask my wife. My wife about telling you. So, still, I did what I could. Then I got to a point, I'm like, okay. And it ain't about money. Trust me, believe me. Money's not the thing to me. Because I got a job, right? Not just because I'm saying, pat myself on the shoulder, popping my collar, I got a job. Wasn't the issues what I'm saying, but I used that terminology to say that I didn't want to depend on the church money when they run out. Because if they run out, what then I'm going to do? I got a family. So I have to look out. My wife let me know from the gate, Well, yeah, babe, I want you to still play for the ministry, but yeah, but at the same time, you in my other ear, yo, we gotta pay that mortgage, we gotta pay that car note, that car insurance, we gotta pay for that registration, we gotta pay for the PG&E, we gotta pay that water bill, we gotta pay that garbage bill. Y'all, we can go on and on. We gotta pay that cable bill, we gotta pay that cell phone bill, we gotta get gas, we gotta have food, we gotta eat. So if the church couldn't afford to pay me for my situation, I wouldn't. Yeah, I thought that would work out for me, but no, that didn't work out for me, y'all. Promise y'all. When I first got married, oh shoot, I thought this was gonna be it. Playing the keyboard, playing the organ, and all that. No, I found out real fast. My wife let me know real quick. Real fast. Real quick. Quick and fast. No, boo, this ain't go. You gonna have to get a job, buddy. Yes. So I had to get a job. Alright. A stable job, by the way, that I would enjoy doing. Yes, I probably had about 20 jobs through my marriage, but at the end of the day, I had came to the conclusion, bro, you need to be on one job making some money. All right, one job, not going through 20 different jobs. I just threw that out there. 20, it might have been 15. I might have over exaggerated. But the point is, I had to work to eat, take care of my family. I know some of you musicians out there these days might feel, and not all of you guys out there like that, especially my young G musicians out there. I don't even know why I'm going this way, but I'm just saying, y'all young G musicians, think about it for a moment. Even OGs or mid-age or wherever you at in your life, get a job, because I found out that the church, and this is not throwing no shade on the church, but I know the church runs off of the people, and the church is not getting no money from the state or the government and things of that nature, but they're getting the money from the people, from the tithes and office to run the business or whatever. But at the end of the day, if the church is unable to financially support your needs for what you have, you're going to be in trouble later in life, especially if you don't have insurance. Benefits behind the madness. You definitely going to be hurting, for sure. I promise you that. That's guaranteed. You're going to feel the pain sooner or later. I've had my experience playing every Sunday, every Friday night, and traveling with the pastor when he had to go wherever he had to go preach somewhere. Me and my wife was opening up the church, turning on the heater, turning on the PG&E, turning the organ on, getting the mics together. Me and my wife was doing all that. All right, we was doing it all. Set it up and closing. Opening and closing. Me and my wife was doing all of that. All right. Point I'm saying is, yes, the pastor would say, and don't get me wrong when I say this, because I'm not saying this to bash any pastors or preachers or churches out there that say or do these things, but I'm just making you prepare for the worst to come. But yes, I used to hear them, oh yeah, as the ministry grow, when we get more members in the church, people be paying the tithes and their offerings, we're going to bump up your pay, blah, 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 and this and that and the other. Listen, y'all, I've been in the church ministry for 10 years, and I never got a raise in my life. I've been in the church for 10 years at the same ministry, never had what they call it? A musician's appreciation. Ever. And I'm not saying preachers are lying. I'm not saying that they are or they are not, but I've come to the conclusion, if I've been in the ministry for 10 years and our ministry starts to grow and you ain't giving me a raise, what's wrong with that picture I got? I had a problem with that picture. But still, I start thinking like my wife was like, but you still need to have a backup plan for a job because you gonna need benefits if you get sick or the kids get sick. That at the time when they were children at that time or whatnot, or my wife was already fully covered. Periods on her job, but so she already was already set. But point I'm just saying for myself as a musician, I start seeing it real quick after 5 years in. All right, the other 5 years, I was like, okay, y'all still not giving me a raise. Where our ministry is kind of growing. What's wrong with this picture here? All right. Then I started realizing. My wife told me one day. She said, honey, you need to get a job and be stable. I said, cool, but see, here's what the church wants you to be. If they want you there every weekend, right? Yeah, want you on a Friday night service, and any other type of service, Wednesday night, Tuesday night, whatever, choir rehearsal, all of that. I start taking all of this into account, and I was like, tell my wife, I'm like, yo, okay, but I'm not getting paid to come to rehearsals, but I am gonna get paid just to come to play. I ain't gonna tell you how much I was getting paid at the time. Still as of today, y'all probably would laugh, but if I told y'all what I was getting paid back then and what I'm getting paid today, all right, whenever I'm able to go to church and play. But anyways, moving forward, this is me. I'm just saying, to me, it's not always all about money, but it's the principle behind that madness. And my whole goal is for my young G's out there, get a job. Now, the church expected me to be there on a Sunday day, because we had Sunday school, Sunday services, and then we used to have the night service. So I ended up getting a job, because I remember our pastor used to preach. Men in the church, y'all need to have a job. Y'all need to work a job. If you don't have a job, you worse than the infidel. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the word of God. And he started going into that. I said, okay, all right, okay. I'm going to get a job. I promise you. So I get a job. But I end up having to work on the weekends or every other weekend. Oh, they didn't like that. They did not like that. Well, they expect me to find a job working Monday through Friday? Please. It was difficult. I done applied so many different places, hundreds of places. Oh, well, not 100, but 50 different places to get a job to work a 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday. And it was very extremely difficult to do. And the only jobs I was able to find was you got to work the weekend. Every other weekend at night. So I chose the night shift because I felt that the night shift was easier. Now, here's the sacrificing part of it, is that getting off work, working all night, and then turn around and have to drive to Sunday school, drive to where I live to church, and then sit up in church, Sunday school, and Sunday service. That was extremely rough. I tried to do it for a few years, and that all caught up with me. I ended up getting really extremely ill and sick almost to death a few times trying to do that. And so it came to the conclusion around 2023 of 2023, y'all. Right, 2023 I ended up I was still trying to sacrifice. And actually, matter of fact, this actually happened before then. Actually, this happened in 2020. I might as well just roll it back to 2020, right before COVID, maybe 2019. Then I started getting sick because that sacrificing kept coming off work, going to church, Sunday school, going to Sunday service. And then if they had a Sunday night service, or if they had some type of district meeting that's either hosted at our church or hosted at any other churches that's within the district, and I was going to that, and then coming home at 7 o'clock, trying to go to sleep for work because I had to work that night shift, and getting 2.5, 3 hours sleep before having to do an overnight shift, and just calculate that up. Of doing that for a whole year. Shoot. Just calculate that out just for doing that for 3 months. Or 6. Or a year. It caught up to me. that's when COVID came about in 2020. I didn't get sick in 2020, but I ended up getting sick in 21. And then that's when, yeah, that's when the reality came because I thought I was going to be out of here then. But I did recover. And then, of course, I ended up getting COVID on that in that year. That was hard. That was extremely rough. That's when now me and my wife was talking, and y'all don't know, husband wife thing. Yo, you need to lay low. If you can't come and play on Sundays, that you end up having to get off work and doing that. That's the doctor even told me, like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and I had to tell him what I was doing. And the doctor was like, yo, you gonna kill yourself at some point. It's gonna kill you. It was rough. But musician, all I'm just really just saying, for you young G's, mid-age, whatever you're at, get a job, work a job, get your benefits going, because at the end of the day, if the church is unable to start paying you anymore of whatever amount they say they're going to pay you, and it starts to drop off, and that's why people talk about getting contracts and this and that and the other, but still, you're going to go through a whole lot of hell dealing with all of that foolishness, all that folly lolly stuff. I don't got time for that. But I chose to have a job, and I've been on my job when all this craziness started. But I've been on the same job since '04. That's right, '04. I was doing a different duty at that time, but I was working for the same place, but under a different duty, under another contract. But I was there from '04 to '07. And then from '07, still doing the same duty, but my elevation went up to management or whatever. And then I put in 5 years doing that, and then I gave that up in 2012. And I'm still at the same job, but doing a different duty, but now I'm actually working for the place that I work at. No contracts. I'm actually working for the place that I'm at, and I've been there doing the same work for I think I'm pushing now. What month we're in now? January. So in March I'll be pushing 14 years. 14 years. I count it as 14 years now, but 14 years at the same job. So and what's the benefit behind the madness? You got, there's a lot of benefits that you could get from this, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to tell you don't let the church dictate your life where you should go. I'm just trying to give you some nuggets, some tips and nuggets to say, yes, go ahead and play for a church, but don't let that mess up your life down the road, because if you don't have benefits and you're not benefited at the church, the church is not giving you any type of benefits of some type of benefits, then you just basically playing and making money, but not having anything planned out. If you got sick, or your wife got sick, or your girlfriend gets sick, or if your boyfriend gets sick, or if your children get sick, or someone dies in your family, yourself or someone in your family, and you don't have no benefits to back up things, then you be begging people for money to help bury whoever, your children, your wife, or whatever, and that don't look good on us as musicians, or people in general. That don't look good. So get your business, as they say, get your affairs in line, just in case anything should happen. So if I pass away and I die, my wife will be taken care of because I have benefits on my job. Okay. And we also have other insurances in other places. So if anything should happen, everything goes to my wife. My wife shouldn't have to struggle trying to bury me, put me in the ground and bury me. All right. Put me in a shoebox. No, she shouldn't have to struggle having to bury me, because you got to have your business straight. That's the bottom line, period. Have your business straight. On my job, I have benefits. So if I pass, my wife gets whatever that's coming to her, right? When she died, then it comes to me and her and our children and grandchildren. So, have your affairs straight. I didn't mean to get on it. I had to get dope on the keyboard. My bad. Sorry, y'all. That was just something I just wanted to come off with. But don't use that W word when you're around female. But how to get dope on the keyboard, you got to listen to musicians who play better than you. I remember there was times when musicians was, for me coming up to try to learn how to play. And I'm not a keyboardist and nothing like that. I know I keep saying I'm not, but I prefer organ over keys. But if I want to get better on the keyboard and I want to come up on the keyboard, I have to listen to the musicians, right? I said that earlier, listen, and then learn the material. Listen to the people who I might find as my favorite musician is another word I'm trying to look for, but something that I may be able to resonate with that person, even if they don't got the time of the day to show me how they do what they do. And if some do have the time, then I took that opportunity to record them and come back and try to figure some stuff out. If I can't figure out some of it, then I have a music teacher that I can go and say, hey, yo, I don't know what in the world he just played right here. What is that? And then my music teacher will be like, yo, he did this, he did that, he did this and did that. In the event that whoever I'm trying to, as my wife used to say, stop jocking musicians. Oh, what you mean by that? See, I don't even know what that terminology is. Stop jocking musicians. She's like, you need to go over there and figure some stuff out in a different way. Meaning, stop chasing musicians down and go figure it out and go practice. But see, the problem was, at the time, I didn't know what to practice. That was the key thing. I didn't know what exactly should I be practicing on. Even though musicians kept saying, hey, yo, you can come by the church, you can record me, I don't care, I ain't tripping. You bring your video, you can bring your audio recorder, you can do whatever you want to do, I don't care, MIDI, whatever. I did it all. And I'm like, you sure? Okay, cool. I brought my audio recorder with me, I brought my video with me, and I brought my MIDI capacity, if you should say, devices with me, and I did all that. I did everything that everybody told me to do. And that's what cracked the code for me. That is what cracked the code for me. Oh, and this is to say, even if I can't get, I shouldn't call him name. I'm gonna put like, even if I can't get David Jackson over here to my house and show me how he do what he do, right? I just threw his name out there. Mike Burrell. If I can't get a hold of Mike Burrell, Mike, I need your help. Could you come over here and help me? If I can't get Mike over here. Point is, musicians say, hey, you can record me all you want. I don't care. I ain't tripping. Now I know this is going to sound, maybe I should say cliche, but funny to say. But sometimes musicians might not think that you actually can't or cannot pick up what they're doing. And as I said, allude to earlier, at the time I just didn't know what to practice. Alright, so Friday one day, major, minor, augmented. I heard this guy, a jazz musician, saying this over video one night, and I was asleep and had the headphones on. And he said, he said every musician should learn these little moves, right? Learn your major move, minor move, your augmented move, your diminished move, your dominant chord, your major seventh. This will always stick with me forever. Your sus, 2, sus 4, 7 sus 4 chord, your tritone. And I said, what? I was in my sleep when I was listening to him. And the very next day, I had a revelation. The very next day, I came in here and I started doing it every day. And I started with C. Then I transposed. And this is the reason why I've written this in my book, in my Play by Sight, the very first book. I'm giving y'all the secrets to the madness on what I was up to to help me develop an ear or an idea. Let me probably say the ear. Mostly the ear, but mostly I would say the idea. What is everybody doing? What is these musicians doing that they don't want to share with me or show me what they're actually doing? I've had musicians get all pissed off, mad, upset, angry, over the social media because I recorded them. But you coming on social media record yourself, what you expect? I'm trying to learn what you doing. So I had this thing. Either you gonna show me or not. I had this thing. Either you gonna show me now or I'm gonna have to take it later. Cause sooner or later, over a period of time from a beginner's level, intermediate level, or whatever y'all want to call it, sooner or later, I'm gonna figure it out. One way or another. Whether you show it to me or not. So you best to just go ahead and just show Bishop Drayson what you're doing now, because one way or another, I'm going to figure it out. Why? Because I'm sitting at the board messing with it. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I could be the next dopest off the hook, off the chain keyboardist if I wanted it to, right? And that's only because, what did I say earlier? Listening. Listening and learning, right? But now I gotta apply it, right? Because I can sit here and listen to stuff all day and still can't play it until I put it to action, right? So, that's why I say, either you're going to show it to me today, or I'm going to have to take it to you from it tomorrow. It don't matter. There's a lot of people who be throwing their stuff on social media, but then they want to get pissed off bad because you recording what they're doing, and now they want to blank you out. They want to delete you from their profile. Like, yo, you can't hide from the profile, doc. I can still find you. It's technology. You can block me all day if you want to. All right, it's not very musicians out there who's done that with me, but there's a few that have, and I'm scratching my head like, bro, why are you tripping? Matter of fact, let's put it like this: you requested me to be your friend, so why you mad? Huh? Why you upset with me? That's crazy. Yeah, I've had all that too, but. How to get dope? How to get dope? How can you get dope? Does this thing come out of the folder? Hold on, y'all. What? Wait, did this come out the folder? Hold on. Wait, I think I had it. I think I had something that came out of a folder. But yeah, how to come out of how to get better, or how to improve, how to get dope, how to play nice. It's and I found out the clue to the madness, even though I was asking. My music teacher told me this one thing. He said, bro, what did they tell you? All right, David Jackson told me, hey man, even if he didn't give me the time of the day to show me some stuff, he said, hey man, go ahead and practice. I don't care, come to the rehearsals, come to the church. Acts Full Gospel, by the way. I don't care, bring your recorder, come up there and record, listen to us, check it out, see what we do, blah 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 blah. Watkins, Aaron Patterson, whole bunch of slew musicians. I can go on and on. Come by, man. Come hang out, man. Blah blah blah. Check us out. Blah blah blah. I went from church to church to church to church to church visiting and recording. Now, here's my thing. If I don't do nothing with it, what's the point? I don't do anything with it. What is the actual point of me doing all of that? That's my thing. So here I am, doing something with it. Finding my way through this madness. Whether it's Kevin Bond stuff, or whether it's Mike Burrell, Jason White, or whoever. Cassandra O'Neal, to Trina Train, to various different musicians. I shouldn't start calling names because some of y'all gonna be like, hey, what about me? You forgot my name. Believe me, you're on my hit list too. No, but how to get better, I said to myself earlier, if I pick and choose who I want to listen to, who I want to learn from, and then apply it to my plan. It doesn't mean that I want to sit here and sound exactly like the people when they do it. But in the beginning, when I want to learn to move, I want to try to learn the chords, what they're doing. Whatever I do after that, that's my business, right? Alright, After that, it's up to me to decide whether I want to still sound like trash or do I want to sound better than a piece of trash, right? All right. So yes, it's about who you listening to and who you learning from. And and here's my point: learn from people who you want to listen to. All right, listen to them and then apply it, and then you can tweak it and do whatever you want to do after that. It's really up to you. And another part of it I wanted to say, even if you don't sound 100% like the way that person did it, the whole game plan is at least you made an effort. Alright? At least you got the idea. At least you have the idea, even if you don't play it all together correctly, but you have the idea. All right. Alright, so what I do sometimes I like to play along with it and then I'll play under it. So I'm gonna try to play under the music. Actually, yeah. That's the organ in the background. Here we go. I missed it. Then forever. And then it comes out of. So what's going on, y'all? Remember I told y'all I learned the secrets to the madness, right? And I told y'all major move, minor move. It's what I do is a process of elimination. I put it in my book so that y'all can see where I'm coming from. If you learn a major move, you know minor move. And what I'm doing is I'm listening to the first chord when it comes off. It's got to be a B major chord and to a minor move. So that's what B major. All right, C sharp minor. So yeah, ba da da. Because you go back to a ba da da. And another thing too, I'm listening to that bottom. So 5, 6, 5. If it's an E, that's another thing. I teach that too, which is the first chapter. Chapter number 1 is learning skills. Now in gospel music, just to say this, rules are being broken along the way because It is what it is. In this case, rules can be broken because you may say, well, shoot, what are you supposed to play this chord on the 7th when you're supposed to play this particular chord on the 6th? Yeah, but rules are being broken in this song. Now we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is B for B. Now the rule wasn't broken there, right? So how is he voicing it? Now here's another thing I do teach or say, so to speak. How I developed this is crazy, but maybe not crazy, probably. I figure I got 4 fingers or 5 fingers per hand, each hand. That's half my battle to know that part. Okay. The other battle is I look at the keyboard and I split it up, being that it's 12 keys. That's the first set of 12. That's the next set of 12. And that's the next set of 12. And y'all get the point. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you got 2 hands, and you got this set of 12 here, and a set of 12 here, and a set of 12 here. Where in the world can his hands be placed at? Is he using one hand to pull this off, or is he using 2 hands to pull off the voicing of chords that he's playing? So I figured it out. 2 hands! Alright, so that helped me out to understand, oh, so you can play a portion of the B chord in the left hand. Oh, which is your major third. Bro, that's why I tell y'all about chapter 18. This is where chapter 18 comes in at. And then the right hand, the B major chord, second of virgin. Oh, 3-finger chord there, right? 3-finger note. Oh, so that's how he split it up. Now, I teach y'all chapter 2 to double up your chord. So if we have, and I don't mean this by saying this in a crazy way of saying it, but if I had some kind of common sense, I'll probably say, let me take off the top note and see what I get. Oh, okay. Oh, I would have been able to match my chord that I'm looking for. Because he didn't play this. Because it would have sounded funny. You see? It was the chord he played in chapter 2. Okay? It was the exact chord he played in chapter 2. But then when we go to the minor chord, that's chapter 3. Why not transpose up? Or go to the next chord. That's my minor chord. Oh! Now, what if I said, well, what if you just take the top note off? And there's the chord. Oh! Alright, I just took the top note off. And that's how I was able to find the chord. Those are the first 3 chords he played in the beginning. Yes, and I would say 5, 6, 5, and then now we're going to the 1. Now we know the 1 is supposed to be a major chord, right? Remember, process elimination. I told y'all earlier whether it's going to be a major move, a minor move, or an augmented move, or diminished move. I'm doing a process of elimination when I'm doing this movement, and I'm like, okay, so what chord am I going to end up in? Listen, major, right? Minor, right? Augmented, what we eat. At the 7, that's mid chapter 5. Okay, that's not that. Okay, what chord could he have played next? Diminished. Nope, not that one. Okay, so it's not major, minor, diminished. Okay, maybe it's sus, maybe? Okay, wasn't that sus chord? However, if you transpose, I'm transposing now because I'm thinking it's not an E chord. It has to be another chord. Now I'm thinking the next note in my ear. There it is. So now I said, oh. didn't play it here. He played it here. Oh. That's how I found the chord. So he's going sus. I did a process of elimination. It's a major 7 with the 13. E major 7 13. I'm like, oh. After that it was history because I could hear it walk up. 1, 2, 3. So now I knew transposing. Now I'm going to the 2. It's transpose. I just played the chord already. Whole step over to the chord. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, then I heard. I told it's the secret sauce chord, so I said, "Oh." So, and here's the thing, y'all. I used the idea. Where is he voicing the chords at, or placing them? Where is he placing that? In between the 12 notes. That's one way. But here's the other route. If I understood what chords I'm playing, whether it's the major move, or a minor move, or the augmented move, F7, major 7 sharp 5, right? Diminished 7. I'm recognizing the chords as I speak it. Dominant chord C7, major 7. Okay. I know what my sus sound like. I know what my sus 4 sound like. I know what my 7 sus 4 chord sound like. And I know what my tritone sound like. Now, suppose I transpose my 7 sus 4 chord. I would have found the chord. Oh, if it was a major move, I would have found it. And in my book, I have y'all doing it double up. Go up more. The more you do that, the quicker or the faster your ears is going to develop. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I promise y'all, that's what I've been saying. Oh, okay. Like, I'm caught by surprise, sort of, because I'm like, oh, okay, now what's the next chord? I love you. Minor. I just played it 2 seconds ago. Literally. So that gave it away. 1 to the 4. That's a 6-9, A6-9. B flat, or actually we're in E, so I had to call this A sharp. Let me change. I guess I changed the name of the key we in. We're playing an A minor 7 with flat 5. So we're in the key of E. Okay. Alright. A sharp, minor 7 flat 5. And I'm following the bass line, so that kind of helps out. Ba-da, ba, ba. And y'all for the y'all number buddies out there. Yeah, 5 6 5 1 2 3 4 sharp 4. And then that's when he's gonna do the next move. Chromatic, da, 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 back up, back down. Now we got the tritone. Ba da 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 ba. Basically going B flat or A sharp if you want to call it B flat. Down to A, down to A flat, down to G, back to B flat, back to G. Now we have the G tritone. So B flat, A flat to G, back to B flat, back to G. You gonna use two hands to do this. Now the next tritone, half step back. F sharp tritone. Now, he's not gonna play the tritone like that, y'all. He's actually gonna play a minor chord. A minor chord over F sharp. What makes you play an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Y'all hear it? So it's not just, I think I've heard people doing this on whatever social media somewhere, and everybody seems to get that part wrong. It's not. He's doing that. Then he goes to the minor move. Forever, bottom. Now I would have said that would make me play the major 7 flat 5 move. D sharp major 7 flat 5 to D major 7 flat 5. But he's not doing that. He just decided bottom. It's basically playing the tritone and the perfect fourth. And put those two together. Now, like I said, I probably would do that, but that's not what he played. C sharp minor. Actually, you can get away with E major. I love you. But I'll go up C sharp minor. I love you. Because that's going to take me to D sharp minor. I forever. Just transpose. Yeah, forever. D sharp minor. The bottom. It's kind of silent. You almost don't hear it at first. But if I put it in your ear. Alright, how does it sound like? How does player sound dope? Gotta listen to people who play dope, right? The walk up. So it's going up. Walk down first. A. Back to that chord from the beginning. B. Now we're going to A. So it's A add 2. A add 2. B add 2. A got an attitude. B got an attitude. A add 2. B add 2. Yeah, you can put that in. B add 2. A add 2. B add 2. Back to it. Alright, so. And B add 2. Because he's doing inversion. The B chord, he's just doing inversion. I told y'all. B add 2. Doing inversion. A add 2. Down low, B add 2. A add 2. B add 2. B major, when I say B major, y'all, I mean major. A major add 2. B major add 2. A major add 2. B major add 2. Then we're going to E major 9. E major. D add 2. D got an attitude. E add 2. And then that's when it goes right back to the so that I love you. So and this you just going to the 4. And then now we're going to the 4.5. Now without the bass line will be your minor 6 chord, C sharp minor 6. But if I add the left hand to it, then now it's A sharp minor 7 flat 5. All right, and he's gonna repeat this movement again. So I love you. Now we're gonna do a diminished move this time instead of that other one. This time we're going to do a diminished move. It's a G diminished 7. F sharp diminished 7. So you basically, that's what he's doing. I did it with one hand. G diminished 7 to F sharp diminished 7. That's the next move. And every chord I'm playing, y'all, is in the book. From major add 2, all right, to minor chapter 3. Sus 2 is in chapter number 5 in the first book. Let's see, I'm gonna do all of the chords, all those chords. All those chords is the sus 2 chord, the 7 sus 4 chord in chapter 5. And then our minor chord is in obviously chapter what? 3. Now we add the 6. I'm trying to remember. Did I put the minor 6 in my new book? Can't remember if I did or didn't. Let's see. Did I put the minor 6 in there, or was that the major 6? Okay, if I didn't put the minor 6 in there, I'll put the minor 6 in my next upcoming book, which I'll be trying to get it finished out. So I'm gonna be putting chords in there that that is relevant that musicians be playing. But with the bass line, it's a minor 7 flat 5 voicing. But here it's the minor 6 move. Then he goes to the diminished move. That's chapter 3. Chapter 3 in my very first book. So I'm like, oh. And you use the 2 hands probably to do that. That's the only way I can get to it, because once your hands is on the chord, it's like, how in the world you get down there? Right? Okay, so that's that there. And then, and that's when he's heading on to the minor chord. But he's not going to play the full minor chord. He's going to play the outer of it. I call it the minor 6 move. Right before that is like a little, I don't know what you want to call it, slide off or a grace off the perfect 5th, the G sharp perfect 5th, into the G sharp minor 6. While my left hand is playing the E major chord add 2. And that's the reason why it's E major add 2. Because he's not going to hit you with the chord like this. Because if he did, then that will be the 6/9, E6/9 voicing. But he's doing it. Slow that down, my brain. Forever 6/9. Now we're doing the F sharp 6/9 now. I love you forever. I love you forever. Y'all gonna hear the tritone, but oh, missed it. Tritone. I told you this chapter 8 or 18. As I'm finding these chords, and that's because I'm studying the tritone. Right? Yeah. That's why I'm able to find it. Forever, where we at? Major 7 flat 5 in the book. Chapter 16. Gotta get the book. Amazon is where it's at, y'all. Amazon, type in play by sight. If you can see it, you can play it. Alright, so that's why I call the book Play by Sight, edition 1 and 2. So if you can see it, you can play it. Alright, no hidden secrets. You can see it, you can play it. So you do I'm just being petty with it now. That's what we did. That actually helps out to let you know, okay, it's time to go back to the A major add 2, B major add 2, A major add 2, B major add 2, G major 9, E major 9, D add 2, E add 2, and then back to I love you, that whole little thing. Then you go do it again. This time it's kind of like the double up diminished move. That's what you're gonna do this time. Same thing. Back to that again. Forever. You're gonna repeat that whole thing. Now we're gonna end it. So when you do that's when you do the 6/9 there. Come again. And then we give glory to God. Let me see. Is that before or after? Hold on. We give glory to God. That's the 6/9 bottom. Right? Now we're playing the minor 6 move. So we give glory to God. Now that's when we play that voicing. 6/9 there. He said, we give glory to God. Now he do it that time, alright? And then so we give glory to God. Then they go to B. B major. I was gonna add the 6 to it. B major, add 6. I'm gonna keep it clean. B major. Inversions, y'all. Oh, you have to study that. So I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, we give glory to God. Alright, then you're gonna go. That's over the E. That same thing we did earlier. Over the E chord, add 2. And that's what you're doing that. It's like you're doing this over to the minor chord. But it's the scale. 6, 6. Hold on. 6, 7, 1. 3, 2. That's the little move. 6, 7, 1, 3, 2. Then when he comes back, he's gonna come back on the A. And then this time when he comes back, he's gonna come back on 1, 7, 6. That's when he come back on the 6. 1, 3. I'm sorry. 1, 7, 6. You better be playing A chord then. But I'll add A. I'm adding the 2 to the A. So A add 2. Alright, so that's the move there. Good luck to me on the rest of this. Then you go back to it. Now we should be here at the minor 6. That's another approach. But still the same thing. It's still the same thing. He's going to go to the minor 6 next. Using the tritone. Okay, the next chord. 6/9 sharp 11. Y'all know it's the pre or the sharp. Can I get it with how to get dope? How to get dope on the keys is gonna listen to the stuff that people are doing. But the funniest thing is these are chords that I already put in the book, y'all. Literally, the 6/9 sharp 11 is in my new book over here, and it should be on chapter 2. So if any of you guys got my book, you already know. You already know it. You set to kill already. Yep. No, not kill anybody. Yeah. You set the kill right now. Not to kill nobody. You ready to blaze right now. Yeah, because it's that voicing. Yeah, so I said, oh, so how you gonna get dope on the keyboard? Okay, the next chord. That's the next voicing. So he does this. Hold on. Forgot the finger. Right here. Then the next chord. The next move. So it's like the fingers going. Tritone. Diminished A sharp diminished parts of the diminished move. And you have your tritone in your perfect 4. So I'm doing it. Now you don't necessarily have to actually do that. You actually could have just played this whole little thing here and did this whole thing like this. Now you just change the name of the chord you're doing. A sharp minor 7 flat 5 11. E major 13 sharp 11. And then A sharp minor 7 flat 5 11. It's the same chord I played before because you're doing inversion of the sus chord. That was what was happening there. Because you had the minor move here. But anyway. Ba, 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 ba. Woo! Here's the next move. And it's a well-known chord. Minor 11 flat 5 in my book, chapter 17. And it was just voiced up higher. Normally we hear it here. Here we go. Now we're talking inversion. There it is. Now, sometimes we might flavor it with an extra note, F. But technically, this is a minor 11 with a flat 5. Now, Cardi can't identify this for whatever crazy reason, so I'm gonna go Meticulous. And Meticulous is saying, I already know what the name of the chord is, but Meticulous is saying it's a B. Because of the B at the top of the finger. Alright, now when I did this chord is in my book, actually, matter of fact. This is the F diminished major 7. Now, when we start adding, that chord is like, what? And that chord is like, I don't know what's going on here, but you guys strip it. Now, let's go look at Meticulous. Meticulous is going to say this is an E major chord inversion. Root, second version in reverse. Now, Meticulous did say this is a F diminished major 7 with a sharp 11. Where's my sharp 11 at? Oh, there it is. Sharp 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 11. So that would be correct. F diminished major 7 with a sharp 11. Okay, now let's throw the C there. Now it's telling me now we're in a different scale now. And I played it earlier. I told you there's a secret to the madness behind the foolishness. But remember, I said C major, right? And I told you minor, right? And then I also told you augmented. Well, guess where it's at? At the top of the finger. C major, all right? because I'm gonna throw the C there. Now we have a C major 7 with the sharp 5. I told you that. That's in chapter number 7 in my book, the very first book. It's funny how we build these chords. All right, let's put the B there, which is not gonna change much because it's still becoming C major 7 with the sharp 5. Now I'll put the C there. Now it's a C7, C augmented chord with the 11 because 1, 2, 3, 4. So C augmented 7, right? Because we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we're voicing up here for that right now. Remember I told you that extra note was F? And then we have the F sharp. Now I get away with it as long as if I hit the E, obviously. If I hit the E, obviously, right? It's a tritone. Now that's a C major chord with the flat 5. C major flat 5. Y'all don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 5. C major flat 5. Oh boy. This is a lot to say. But with the E chord at the top. Now that makes me play the minor 11 flat 5. F sharp. F minor 11 flat 5. It doesn't matter if I add the B up there at the top. Now, technically that's correct, but I'm hearing that in my ear. As if I'm playing 2 tritones. And then now you put the E to it. I could be wrong. And maybe it wasn't the F there. Maybe it was that voice. Alright. So just so you know, you can flavorize it, whatever, but it would be sounding almost the same, but the difference between that is that F. Okay, let's go on ahead and put the E there and knock the F in. Minor 11 flat 5. What? Okay. I was going to say what Cordy had to say, but forget what Cordy had to say. That was only if I hit the F. Cordy is saying this is the B6 with the flat 9. 11 with the sus, which is true. Which is the sus 4. Y'all hear that? Which is correct. But of course, that one note, the 7 sus 4 chord I told you earlier. Because of the B. And it didn't matter if I hit that note, because it's still the same thing. The B. Even though it's here. It still end up being the sus chord. Alright. Enough of this crazy teacher, because now when he goes next it's crazier. So now the preacher chord. It's technically the 13th sus chord, which is also in my new book, and I forget what chapter that falls under. Let's see if we can find that. Forgot what chapter I put this in. 23. Chapter 23, the preaching chord. Can I get it with it? Now, without that bass line, it's just a major 9 chord. Because now he's doing preaching chord. This technically was a preaching chord 2 years. If I'm thinking of C sharp and D flat, I want to play this chord movement. This will be kind of fun to do. If I was thinking about going to C sharp, but you can also do it in F sharp. That's funny to me. To the 1 in F F sharp, right? Or G flat. Gotta get awareness and go to the 2. Ooh. Let God say yeah. Trying to play like the pros, y'all. I told you have to invent chords, new chords, because these chords you can use from one key to the other. Now, if I was thinking of C sharp, I would have said, okay, 4 to the 5. Ooh, that was it. That was an accident. Hope I was to play it again. I'll play that chord again. It's an accident. It was D chord. I'm playing it by accident. Now I'm trying to go to the C major 7 with the sharp 5. And voicing it up here. Woo! G sharp, 7 sharp, 9 sharp, 5, you know. Or whatever key you want to go. Whether it's F sharp or C sharp. Or you want to go to C sharp. Watch that chord, here it comes. Changing the route. This is the 9 chord in the book. Woo, y'all! I told you I'm about to get hot up in here. That's the 9 chord, and that is chapter 22. So then we're at the 13, right? Now we will mess with this. C. It's the dominant chord, y'all. Saw the best in me. And you play this any kind of voicing. Well, I want to say any kind of voicing, because you could play. And I can turn that into a 13 sus chord. You know what I'm saying? Was it 5? Normally you might hear you might hear it that way, right? This is the dominant chord, that's why. 13 sus, but you can turn it into the dominant move. Without the bass line, y'all, this is a major 7 flat 5 flat 13. I'm sorry, minor 7 flat 5 flat 13. Now we're at that bass line. Gotta get awareness that God change the keys, right? All we're doing is playing the minor 7 flat 5 flat 13, but now that bottom came, that C came in, and then it's just a 9 chord. Already, I told y'all what chapter that's in. Y'all gotta get the book. And all I'm using is the 7 sus 4 chord. Chapter 5 in the tritone, chapter 8. Yeah, I can create chords all day. How to play like the pros, sound like the pros, or sound dope like the pros, or heavyweight musicians, whoever, whatever. This is how I do it. Listen for them chords. Forever, but that's the last one. Forever, but and we still go to God. But get back to this, and then we hear. Woo! E13 sharp 9, sharp 11, I think. So da da da. So after he goes here. So we already established that major 9, E13 sharp 11. Hold on. Minor move. E major at 2. That's F minor 9 11. That was accident on the bottom. Right here. So that's the one. There it is. Now we can go either way with this one, using the minor chord or the major chord. So let me see. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I hear. So that makes me play the major, the minor 11. Minor 7 flat 5 flat 13. I told you there's more than one way to approach that same chord. And now I'm reaching over here and using the C chord. Reason why is because major and the 7 sus chord, which we call it the sus 2 chord, we substituted it. That's basically what's happening here. Yeah. So now I don't know if I'm playing all of the chords 100% the way he did it, but I got the concept behind the madness near it. So I'm hearing. Back to this. So let me see. Alright, I get close to it. I might not play all of it 100, but I've got real close to that because I'm like. Because he repeats some of the chord movements, so I said, oh, okay. Major 9, minor 7 flat 5 flat 13, minor, straight up minor, F sharp minor. I'm just making it plain. E major chord. And what was the other chord? And it's the chord from earlier on in the song. The minor chord. It's simple. E minor move. It's about what you do in the left hand. That's the tricky part. But anyway, so basically E chord, then B chord, C major chord. What did I say? F sharp minor, E major, and F sharp minor. Now I'll put both hands together and do it. And that makes me play E major 6 voicing. And then back to that 6/9. And then back to that minor 6 voicing. And back to the B chord. This time he's not going to go all the way up like he did before. 6/9, sharp 11. Then he's going to play the B chord. B major 7 with flat 5. And C major 7 flat 5. So all that crazy. chord to a minor 11 flat 5. Major 7 flat 5. Right back to that chord I just told y'all a minute ago, minor 11 flat 5. I was right the first time. When I was thinking it when I said it. Right, minor 11 flat 5. Alright, now the rest of this is gonna get tricky. Yeah, so alright, and then alright. Now this is when you're gonna close this thing out and that was tricky because you went back to the same chord from earlier, but we're gonna omit the top note. Now he's playing the major 9 in this voicing without going to the top note. And then we got the preacher going. Gotta get a witness. They go. That's the 9 chord. But because we're not playing the bass line, but if I play the bass line, and we're in E, alright, so I'm gonna say 2. That's the 2. That means the 13th sus chord. Gotta get it with it. Watch this, stay on the 2. Now it's the 9 chord. It's already in the book. My hands is cold, but I'm playing some hot chords right now. Woo! Yeah, but it's the minor 6 chord, C sharp minor 6 chord, but because we're going to F sharp with it, it's the 9. Well, I call it dominant 9 chord, whatever y'all want to call it. So on the 2 and E, okay, that's the first 2 chords right there. Good luck to me. 1, 2, 3. Let me get the 3rd chord. Oh my goodness! He's using major 7 voicing, so you're using an A major 7 3rd inversion, and then we're using a D major 7 on the bottom. So that makes you play a D major 9 with the sharp 11? Really? Oh. Yeah, D major 9 sharp 11. Now he was on the 2. Now let's see where we going. I think we're going to the 5. Because I'm thinking 2. Now we use this word 2, 5, 1. 2, 5, 1. Okay, so 2, 5, 1. 2. Let me see it. I just 2. Stay there. We still on the 2, and then to the 5. Then when I do that, it's the 13th sus chord, preacher chord, in the key of B. Can I get a witness? How we do this? Oh, wait. The preacher chord. Right. If you understand your major move, your major 7 chord movement, I'm just doing this in the 3rd inversion. So what if I put it in the root position? Who ain't get B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. 1, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 1. Here's what I'm saying, y'all. 5, 6, 1. So now we're doing inversion. 3rd inversion. And if you wanted to play it in the 2nd inversion, you'd be. Sounds better I played the wrong chord. I'm supposed to play A. I played B. My bad. If I wanted to play the second version of the major chord, so we got this. We got the first version. That's the second version. Some sands. So I said, watch it. Up the room. All right, and then that's where you can have fun. Okay, y'all get the point, I think now. What was I finna do? I forgot what I was doing now. Done. All right. So that's the next move, major 7 flat 5. So it's like, let's do the bass line. We sit down with the 9. 13. Sorry about that. 30. Stay there. And then now it's the 9. Going to the 5. Now when we go to the bass line, this turns it into a minor. See, I think I said minor 9. I think. Oh, actually minor 13. Shut your mouth, Doc. No, B minor 13. B minor 13. 9 11. B minor 13. 9 11. Yeah, B minor. All right. Now watch this. Now remember I said 2 5 1. Now, this might get tricky because let me see. All right. I went to the 1. Is that correct? Okay, I'm not gonna go to the 1. Half step back out of the key scale of E. Or we call it the 4.5. So 2 5 sharp 4, then to the 1. So check this out. 2 2 5 sharp 4, then to the 1. That's actually how it's gonna end. Yeah, that's how it ended. So. My goodness. Yeah, because going to the sharp 4. Now, without that chord, y'all, it's your major 7 flat 5 voice in a different spot, but it's more than one way to approach the same chord, right? And now we got 4.5. And that turns it into the 7 sharp 9 sharp 5, which I also address in chapter number 8. All right? Chapter number 8 is in the book. Every chord I play is in the book. That's what makes me kind of laugh about it, because these chords are dope chords. All right, and so yeah. All right. Woo! A sharp 7 sharp 9 sharp 5, because we're in the key of E, and then now we're coming out. E major add 2. All right, so that's how I get it. Okay. Just kind of repeating that whole little thing. That's the organ in that background doing it. David Jackson, for some reason, I don't hear him playing. He's singing, actually. And I hear him. Okay, I can hear him now coming back in. Organ. I think that's Josh Nash on the organ. Alright, so that's Josh Nash on the organ doing the same chords that I just played a minute ago. Now we're doing it on the organ. Got a note stuck? Okay. Alright, then. Y'all remember that? Yeah, alright, so you doing that whole little deal thing. That's when you go. Alright, so now we're right there at this part. sus 4 chord movement. It's a 6/9 movement, but we're using the 7 sus 4 chord and the power chord. That turns in, watch this. That turns it into an A6/9. That turns that into an E flat major, I'm sorry, E major 9 with the sus 4. Now you could call this an A chord. But it's subtle. Right? So it's very subtle. So that you go sus square there. Or you can add the A to it, A major add 2, so it all depends. And then you don't have to necessarily add the A, you can go. You don't have to add the A there because it's on the bottom. It's still A add 2, A major add 2, but if you want to make, you know, right then. Da-da, remember that thing? Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. The chromatic move, the same from earlier. Remember that? Okay. Now, but we turn this into a diminished move. Now we're going to C diminished 7. Ba-da-da. Right, D7. Actually, we started out here. You can go D7, D sharp 7, drop down to the A note, which makes you play an A major 7 with the flat 5. D sharp diminished sus 4, and then D sharp 7. It's funny to say that way. If I would have put this back into the original key thing, we would have said E flat. But anyway. Kind of break that down in sections, but yeah, we already got. Now we're going to here. Now this part. And what I'm doing, either I'm not playing the power chord, I'm playing the -7 voicing. You can go ahead and put the power chord there to it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Hey, I'm not gonna put it there. It'll be the -7. Yeah. Cause I hear that. Now we're going to C diminished 7. C diminished 7. Okay. No. B. Hold up. Minor. C minor move voicing. C -7 actually. C -7. That's forever. I love you forever. Now we're going to the B chord. Remember the chord from earlier. But we're using the idea of playing the D chord. Alright. But we're not going down to that voicing here. So it's kind of like we're using the B major 7 voicing. Next chord. hear other people doing this on other videos, and I'm like, why are they not playing this chord the right way? I hear them doing this voice. It's the same chord, but I'm like, but y'all moving the voicing. Y'all move the voicings away from actually what was actually played. Actually. E9 13 chord, which is in my book, y'all. And I told you earlier, that's the one I hear people doing. And I'm like, that's not what he played. And they're playing this one. I'm like, that's not what he played. That's not the one. Take the top note off. It's this one. Not that one. It's the same chord, but that's not the one. That's not the one. Not the one. Not the one. It's the same chord, but it's not that one. All you do is move the F sharp here. Play that one. That one. This one. Nothing but this one. Alright. Alright, as he do it. Then he played this one. This one. This one. It's similar to the one he played in the beginning. That one. E13. E major 13. But now he's voicing it over here now. And he's moving the finger up here. It's the same chord, A major 13. Instead of me using the power voicing, the power chord, we just move the sus chord the other way. E major 7 with the 13. Now when I move the hand over, all I'm gonna do is and move that other finger over, right? It's still gonna be the same chord, but we holding this voicing. That voicing. It's the same chord, but we just move the sus chord over. That's all. From the sus2 to the sus4 voicing to the other sus2 chord voicing. That's the one he's doing. That one. And this one. This one. This one. And this one. This one. This one. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it right here. One more time. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, eh? That's the one he's doing. Okay, alright, I think we got it now. All you do is move the finger. Alright. Now I think we got it now. Now I thought he was gonna do this. Transpose. But that's not what he did. Alright, because I had to listen to the top note. And did that top note stay or did it move? And it didn't move. Y'all hear? It didn't even move. I was like, okay. So I figured it out. Since it didn't move, that meant because it didn't move. It didn't move. The only thing is move. That's it. And the thumb and the right hand to the pointing finger. I'm using my sustain pedal to help me hold the notes. Oh, still up. I could have got away with that. But so that's what I figured out. I'm like, wait a minute. I told y'all it's called a process of elimination. I don't have perfect pitch, but I'm like, why is that note not moving? You hear? It's still holding it. That's why I said. Oh. And then he comes back to that. Right back to the mid 7/13. And then back up to this move. And then that's how he ended it. Yeah, so that's how you. That's how the song ended. E major 7/13. D major add 2. E major add 2. That was all that from that beginning. Very beginning was, of course, B major add 2. C sharp minor add 2 if you wanted to do it that way. Or it's just C sharp minor. Or B flat flat. When I say B flat, just regular. Without the 2. And the C sharp without adding the 2. Y'all notice I'm doing bottom work. So at some point I may modify it. When I say modify it, tweak it a little bit in a different route. But for the most part, when I learn something, I'm pretty much gonna try to keep the integrity of what I'm here. I might twang it. Maybe I might do too much with it, but as long as I know what the target chord is gonna be before I get there. Alright, so you can always tweak stuff if you want to. Before you get to whatever you're going, keep some integrity. I might tweak it a little bit. But most of the majority of the time, you don't want to butcher the song. You do want to kind of like keep it within this context or keep it within the way it actually really was done by that person instead of butchering it. I never actually really played this song. Actually, the original way it's supposed to go. I love you. I love you. I love you forever. I have to listen to it. I don't even know how this song goes. I have to listen to it and see how it goes, but I forgot. Alright, so that's how you learn how to play like the pros, by listening to somebody and then do the works. Alright, don't sit there and just keep listening to people, and then you like, bro, I don't even know what he playing. I don't know what he doing. Um, you know, get something, record something, set up your keyboard, and you don't have to learn the whole deal. That was pretty much I learned the whole thing literally just now. That wasn't my intentions, but this is 2 minutes. If I can get halfway into this, halfway, good luck to me. Let me see. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Let me see. Oh boy. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Okay, that was 1 minute. I give up before I even get started with that. Um, Let me see some. Let's go with that little twanging he was doing. Let me get that out the way. Let me see if can I get that foolishness out the way. Let's see. Hold on. Where I want to start that at? What? Wait. What was it? Okay. What did he do before that? Hold on. Oh. Let me see if I can get this foolishness out the way. Cause he started doing all these little runs. Hold on. Let's change chordy. Cause we in C sharp. Let me see if I can get that out my way. Let me get that out of my life for a second. I'm not a keyboard. Let me see. Hold on. Let's get YouTube back. Hold on. Let's. Alright. Okay. There's YouTube. Let me. This is Jason White. So let me see. Let me get my life together here. So this is at 31 seconds. Anything before that, I probably can. Okay. All right. Let me try to get this out of my mind. I mean, out of my life. No, I mean, out of my way very quick. Cause. Okay. Okay. Got that. Okay. Whew. All right. Remember, y'all, scales, notes, right? Remember, I said earlier. This is notes. So I don't have to have perfect pitch to know that, but I hear the note. Then, okay, now what was the next one? Okay, so hold on, but is that right? Okay, hold on. Oh, right away. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's the first set. Now the second set. And then the third set. I call that the third set. So I'm trying to remember the first set. And then the second set. And then my third set. Third set, okay. Alright. Oh. I think that's what I thought I remember him doing. I think it was it. I think that's what he did. I think that's what. Okay. This is not gonna be easy because I'm gonna have to rememorize. Okay. Now I have to remember this in sections. Okay, got that. Oh, I lost it. Oh no. Okay, got that. Got that. And then. Oh. Okay, then. Oh, back to that. Saying that again. And then. What? Wait, huh? I lost it. Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. But sometimes my concentration is here. Sometimes it's not. Let's see. What? Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. I can mimic stuff because I hear the notes. Nope, I missed it. I missed the mark. Hold on. Do a whole lot of slurs. I give up. Alright, that was 1 minute too. That took me to my 1 minute mark. I definitely coming back to that for sure. But in the beginning, I could do the beginning up to that point. So I wanted to see what those runs were. Uh, I don't remember it all now. I don't remember. But y'all get the point. On the way, how to get sound like the pros and sound dope on the organ, on the keyboards, or on your instruments. You have to listen to people, and then start applying it because, or sitting down with it. And as I said, my focus is like, whew, okay, I gotta concentrate. I got to the 1 minute part because I started this at 30 something seconds actually. It was 30 seconds, so that was a good thing. Let's see, let's go back 30. Let's see what happened before 30 seconds, 25 seconds. See, I know that. I know that part, okay? Then, oh, we got the, we forgot that part, because he do some little moves right there, okay. Then, and then that's when this other part. So that was let down. That's what led into that, right? So the beginning part of it, chord wise and other note movements. That's one thing, okay? Trying to get that. That's one thing, right? Alright, so. And then that same little twang he did from her. Minor 9/11. Flat 7, flat 9, flat 5. Okay, that's the chords that didn't make it into my book right there. At least I see that one. Stuff like that. Don't ask me I have perfect pitch. I don't. I understand what he's sort of doing. That's 7, sharp 9, sharp 5. I said this is in my book, chapter 7. Actually, chapter 8, actually. Right? And then this is chapter 7. The 7, flat 9, sharp 5. Major 9, chapter 9. And it's also in their new book too as well. In a different voicing. Major 9, flat 5. That's the one I'm gonna have to put in my next book. It didn't make it in both of these books, so it will be in my next book. Then we go on. I bring this up to B minor. See? Like C minor third. Depending on the voicing you want to say, it could be A flat add 2. Depends on the voice. There it is. A flat add 2. And then that's when we go into the then that's when you're gonna hit you with the 6/9. Then that's where you already know where we heading. Now I'm at 33 seconds. And then that's when we make our way there now. And then that's when we're gonna do all that there. Now the chord changes to the left hand. I forgot. There it is. That's when the chord changes to C sharp. Then and then it go into a different chord. Then so I hear him doing all this stuff now. And then yeah, I hear him doing that. So I hear him doing the notes. Alright, so some of this stuff I can mimic. I'm actually 50 seconds into this, but that's how you can learn by listening to people who play better than you, or they may have other ideas. And I won't try to play the whole thing and nothing but the whole thing. I always play some of the ideas, and then of course I will put that actually on my hit list on who I'm learning from and what I'm trying to accomplish along the way. So I did earlier on some of David Jackson, and then Jason White, and then we'll go to another video. I'm not the type of person I'm going to try to finish everything in one shot. The game plan is to learn what I'm doing, and then incorporate it in my own plan as I do stuff. So when I do something, I'm like, oh, okay, I can play this chord right here. So that was this. Change it. Organ picked all that up right there, that whole little movement. So I had to listen to the organ player pick it up. You hear the that's David Jackson on the organ, and this is John Snaps on keys. Now the keyboard player pick up. Every one of these chords in the book, that's the cold thing about it. And that thing. Hey, what are you doing, fingers? -6, -6. Right? Right? And then it's going bottom, major 7. Or major chord actually. -6, -6, major 6. Alright, and then the B major chord, B flat major chord, second inversion. And then A flat major 7 and hit it back down to B flat. And then minor 11 flat 5. We played it earlier, and I said, oh. And then we played the E major 9. I said, oh. Yeah. Minor 11 flat 5. Major 9. Alright. So what I'll do is put, that's what I want to learn, whatever the name of the song is, and I'll write it down. I'll bookmark it and say this is how much I want to learn. So this one here was the shortest, 53 seconds. So just because it's 53 seconds doesn't mean that I'm going to learn this in 2 seconds or 3 seconds or 5 minutes. It might take me an hour or an hour and a half to drive this, to memorize it for one, and then do what I said earlier, process elimination. All right, so the next one, and I told y'all my game plan was to have 18 different musicians that I can pick ideas from, whatever it is that they're doing, and then incorporate it in my plan. Or I can go back and find something that maybe Jason White did and put that as another number 6. And if it was Josh doing something, then I'll put that at number 7. And if it's David Jackson did something I liked or whatever, then I'll make it number 8. And then if it's Devin Watkins, Elder Watkins, then I'll put that as 9, 10, 11, whatever it is. Or I'll just go ahead and locate about, I have 5 already. 5 on it. I got 5 on it. Y'all got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. So then I'll pull from my little library. Okay, I said I was gonna do this. Let me see. How am I gonna pull this one? This one is gonna be interesting. How am I pull this? Let me see. Maybe I could pull it this way. I'm gonna try this way. Let me see. Okay, how is this gonna play back at me? Okay, so it's not gonna sound off? No? What? How come? Why is it not gonna sound off? Why is that? Let me go to option. Let's go to device. Okay, device on. Oh, I turned the device on. Maybe it'll work. Nope. Still don't hear anything. Why not? Why am I not hearing anything? Where's my MIDI? Okay, so MIDI in through here. Got that. So why is it not coming back this way? Okay, so maybe it's gonna come back audio? Let's see. Okay, no sound. Why? Why am I not getting sound? Hold on. Let's drop this. Do I got this in? Do I got this muted? Let me see if maybe it's mute. No, the audio's not mute. Why is it? So the audio's not mute. Why am I not getting sound? Let's go back here and try the sound again. There we go. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, now we got sound. Okay, I was going to say, like, why am I not hearing it coming back audio? Okay, let me see here. Now, my plan was to make it come back through the keyboard, but maybe I can still do that, actually. Hold on. Let me do this first. Let me see how this is gonna be my friend or not. That could be my friend. Let me see. Hold on. All right, this is Young Hunter when he did this. No Limit some time ago. Okay, let me see. Can I do this back to the keyboard? Let's go to pattern. All right, when it played through there, we're not gonna get it over there on Chordy. Okay, not over there. So let me try this. Let me see if I can get this to play back through Chordy, actually. Good luck to me. Now I'm just gotta find it, I guess. Oh, that ain't it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, I think I passed it up, I think. That's not it. Definitely that's not it. Wait, did I pass it already? Hold on. The second track? Here, this is on the second track. Oh. Snap. Okay. Snap, cracker jack. Let me see something. It's coming back to the keyboard. Okay. Alright, let me mute my dumb tracks on here. Let me see. We want to mute this one. And we want to mute track 3. Oh, we want to mute track 2. Alright, now we should just have keyboard. Let's see. Arrow up. Uh-oh. Am I hitting? Arrow up, fool. Why is it that arrow not moving? Okay, hold on. Alright, now rewind. Why am I still hearing the drums? Hold on, y'all. Track 2, mute. Why is it not muting? Track 2, mute. And 3. Alright, let's go back to 1. Okay, let's rewind this back. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we got it coming back to the keyboard. And now, I don't need this up here because I'm bringing it back to the keyboard. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, let's go 1. Like... back to the keyboard. Alright, so let's rewind this back. Very first chords. Which I had this widen the screen up a little bit. Now listen, y'all, I already know how to play chords, okay? Y'all agree to that, right? So now sometimes people arranging their songs a certain way or their chord movements a certain way, right? But at the end of the day, I'm gonna add this to my hit list, man. Let's put this on my hit list. Now, number 6. I'm getting close to my 18 mark. Alright, getting close to my 18, number 18. All right, my goal is 18. Learn different ideas from 18 different musicians. Right, that's the goal. And it doesn't matter if I finish. When I say the word finish, it do matter when I finish. I should say that. But what I'm trying to say is at least start the idea. This is Young. What's his name? I forgot his name already. Who am I looking at? Oh, Young Hunter. All right. So Hunter. Okay. All right. So now I gotta run it through the keyboard. I know chords. Okay, now it's about arrangements. All right. How was that arranged? Keep. Okay, let me see. First thing we hear this, and what is it that we hearing? It's hurting my ears now, my bionic ears. I guess I'm gonna have to go back this way. What is it we hearing? So I'm thinking, are we hearing thirds? Am I hearing the minor, major, minor, third, major thirds, and so forth? Okay, that's the first thing I'm thinking of, right? Because a lot of times we play this little thing. Now I can slow this down to a crawl, basically. But let me see if my spirit will catch it. All right. So not that I have to do all this, but I'm just making a point. If I want to crawl it, definitely I'll slow it down. That's the beauty about MIDI. You can slow stuff down. Okay, so that's the tritone, and coming down to the perfect four. Okay, we'll run it again. See if my ears is actually, or now I have to decide: am I hearing the G, or if it's the A flat? Tritone down to the four. Okay, all right. Rewind it again. Okay. Now I heard the other one. That's over with the D. So all we did was the octave. Oh. Octave. And then he went. Alright. So I'm thinking the tritone. And then the perfect fourth. And then the same thing. So it's just kind of real quick. Okay, let's get at it. Now perfect fourth. Back up now to this major third, major third. So it's here earlier. And then now listen, y'all. When I say this, you don't have to always 100% mimic, but in the beginning, if that's what you choose to do, that's okay. But you also can tweak whatever it is once you understand what's really actually going on. So yeah. Some things is you can't get around it because it is gonna be what it is. You can't help it because that's something that we do as gospel music, and you can't help it because I do it all the time. I already been doing it, so that's not new to me actually. So that's the funniest thing. Now probably by itself, but let me throw in the tritone with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm throwing the tritone. I've been doing this, so it's not new per se, right? When I use the word per se, it's because I understood that I could throw the tritone with that, but yeah. So, and we talk about copying everything we hear. I said, the only way you can learn how to play like the pros, or you want to sound dope on the keys, on any instrument you learning, we have to put the time in, you know. And I can't help but to pick up the idea or play the voicing or the moves or whatever because it's something that might resonates with me, and then or it's either something I've played before, so now I'm like, okay, what is the arrangement? Where are we going? You already heard me doing this before. I do it all the time, so that's not new to me. I love you, because you care for me in a self-dispensive way. I play that, so okay. I mean, you guys probably also heard it, me doing it on the organ. I think this song was this in E flat when we do this move? Yeah. Is it? No. It was a song we did. What was it? Lifestyle and Worship? I think it was in this one. Or no, I think it was in a I can't remember where it was at, but oh, I know where it was at. Here we go. So I already familiar with that. I'm familiar with that. So that's nothing new. That's, as I say, nothing new under the sun that I had already did before. So anyway, alright, what's the chord he played actually? Rewind it back. Okay. I hit the wrong thing. We already set. Hold on. Is my octaves off? Okay. Alright. That's the second one, the first one. Right? Here it is. Yeah. Alright, that's the first one. Yeah. That's the first one, and then he goes. And then the other one. Okay, we got that. Okay. Then, we're going to B flat. Y'all remember that? That guy on the organ, right? You remember this? Y'all gonna hear this stuff. As musicians, we're gonna end up playing some of this thing. some of the same stuff. What? Yes, we are going to play same stuff. Chords is like, if once you learn the chords, major 9, and you know the transpose. Right, major 9, flat 5. You're gonna learn chords. Unfortunately, someone was going to end up sounding like somebody or mimicking something similar to what the other guy did. It is what it is. You can't control that. It's uncontrollable. So it was B flat add to B flat add to bum 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 bum, and then we went to F major 9 bum 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 bum. It's inevitable. I told you I can play any chord, right? But once my ears hear it, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Forgot one chord. I think it was Big Bell. Wait, am I missing one? Hold on. Thought it was C. Hold on. Am I missing one chord? C add 2. Oh, my bad. So B flat add 2, C add 2. Alright, so alright, that's what it is. My bad. I thought it was the other chord after that. So the other chord comes after that one. And then you go to, I told you. So I can hear the and C add 2. So that's the voicing. C add 2. So there's choices. You have the C major chord and the A minor voicing. It's still a major 9 chord. And even if you go D, y'all, it's D minor 9 11. Still doesn't matter if I hitting the A at the top or the C at the top. So it depends on that one voicing note can change what you're trying to do, basically. But I understood. B flat add 2. And hit on C add 2. And then you're going up to what? Dude. Hey. My bad. B flat add 2. C add 2. And then G major, F major 9. Alright, so now after that you may hear inversions. Alright, so you may hear now the major 9 11 voicing, because you may switch up and not play the same chord. Alright. Then you may hear the major 9 13 voicing. Okay, so let's see something. Now, I told y'all, a little bit by little bit, I'll be like, okay. you hear the inversions? All right, repeat the same thing, but just did the inversion of it now. Okay, now I hear it spread out. First time. Alright, I think he went up. And then or I think it was that one first. So F major 9. So I understood inversions. Alright. I said this earlier. I'm not bragging this and saying it by this way, but I'm just saying over a period of time when you hear chords and you practice them, you kind of like, okay, give me the chords now. Don't make me have to take it from you. I don't want to take no chords from nobody if you can just, yo, here you go, Dre. I know you coming after me, so here you go, bud. You got this. All right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the other one, and then the other one was, hold up. Here we did the version, and up, or that one. I think it was this. All right. So. So there's one after that. So I try to do each chord at the time, each time. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go have lunch first, y'all. Because Facebook is ended, and I'm gonna have some lunch right quick. Peace and love and cornbread.